Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to explain AWS CloudFront. And you know why this matters? Because most engineers get this wrong. They assume that just putting a server in one region is enough. But the moment your users spread across the globe, that single region approach leads to massive latency and slow load times. I have seen this take down user retention for growing platforms. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use a content delivery network to speed up your application and keep it secure. Let us dive into how you can use AWS CloudFront to transform your application performance. Specifically, we will look at the latency problem, the internal mechanics of edge locations, how to set up your first distribution, production security patterns, common errors, and a decision framework for your architecture. These are the topics we are going to cover in this video. So do not skip ahead, watch all the way through to actually understand this properly. Quick note, before we dive in, this channel shares practical IT tutorials daily. So if that is useful to you, hit subscribe and join our WhatsApp community linked in the description for more resources. So why is your application slow? When a user in Tokyo requests data from a server in Virginia, the data must travel across the Pacific Ocean and multiple ISP networks. This round-trip time, known as latency, can easily exceed 200 milliseconds. Without a content delivery network, every single user experiences this delay, leading to frustrated users and abandoned sessions. This is exactly why you need a distributed edge network. What is CloudFront really? AWS CloudFront is a global content delivery network service that accelerates delivery of your websites, APIs, and video content. Think of it like a global chain of warehouses. Instead of shipping every product from one central factory, you stock popular items in local warehouses near your customers. CloudFront stores copies of your content in hundreds of locations worldwide. This ensures that the next time a user requests that file, they get it from a location minutes away, not thousands of miles away. Before you start, there are a few things you need. You will need an active AWS account with the right permissions. You must have an origin server like an S3 bucket ready to serve content. You will need access to the AWS Management Console or the AWS CLI. If you are using the CLI, ensure it is installed and configured. You can verify this by running the command shown on screen. If you have not done this, take a moment to set up your environment before moving forward. Take a moment to review each point shown on screen. How does CloudFront work internally? When a user sends a request, it first hits the nearest edge location. If the content is cached, the edge location returns it immediately. If not, the edge location fetches it from your origin server, caches it, and then delivers it to the user. This flow is what makes content delivery so efficient. To create a distribution, we use the AWS CLI. On the screen, you see the command to create a basic distribution pointing to an S3 bucket. We provide the origin domain name and specify the default root object, which is usually your main index file. This command triggers the creation of the distribution infrastructure across AWS global edge locations. Once you run that command, you will see a JSON response. The ID is your unique identifier for this distribution. The domain name is the URL you will give to your users. Notice the status says in progress because it takes several minutes to deploy to all edge locations globally. What if you update your content? CloudFront caches data, so users might see old versions. You need to invalidate the cache. This command tells CloudFront to purge specific files from the edge locations. Here, we are invalidating everything inside the images directory using a wildcard pattern. The output confirms your invalidation request was received. The status in progress means the edge locations are currently clearing those files. This is a crucial step for deployments where you push new static assets to your buckets. In production, you want a strict cache behavior. This JSON configuration ensures that all traffic is forced to HTTPS. We also explicitly whitelist only GET and HEAD methods. By disabling query string and cookie forwarding, we maximize the cache hit ratio, which is the key to keeping your cost low and performance high. After applying this policy, you get a success message. Your distribution is now hardened. This configuration is what senior engineers use to prevent cache fragmentation and ensure high security standards for web applications. But what if you get an access denied error? This happens when the CloudFront distribution is not allowed to read from your S3 bucket. The origin server is blocking the request. It is a very common mistake. The fix is to update your S3 bucket policy. You must explicitly allow the CloudFront service principal to perform the GET object action. Without this, your origin stays locked and CloudFront cannot pull your content. Always check your bucket policies if you see that 43 error. Consider this real-world scenario. An e-commerce platform serving 5 million monthly page views saw checkout failures during a flash sale. Their origin servers were overwhelmed by static asset requests. By moving all CSS, JavaScript, and image assets to CloudFront, they offloaded 90% of the traffic from their backend. The result was a 60% reduction in server costs and zero downtime during the next peak event. This is the kind of impact CloudFront delivers. So when should you use CloudFront? Use it if you have a global user base and need to minimize latency. It is also perfect for protecting your origin from traffic spikes. It excels at serving large files like videos. However, do not use it for highly dynamic or user data that cannot be cached. And do not use it for small internal tools where the added complexity is not worth the performance gains. Choosing the right tool for the job is what separates a senior engineer from the rest. Use these criteria to decide if this tool is right for your situation. Let us recap what we learned. CloudFront reduces latency by serving content from edge locations near users. Always use origin access control to keep your S3 bucket secure. Optimize your cache behavior to maximize hit rates and minimize costs. Use cache invalidation only when necessary to avoid performance impacts. And finally, monitor your cache hit ratio in the CloudWatch metrics dashboard regularly. You now have the knowledge to deploy robust high-performance content delivery. If you found this video helpful and you think it can help others in the community too, please do like and hype the video. It helps more people find this content. Hit subscribe to stay updated for our regular videos. Join our WhatsApp community using the link in the description where we share more practical IT resources daily. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.